Have you ever seen people putting thermocol pieces in plant pots and wondered, is this a smart gardening hack or a big mistake? Today I am going to reveal the truth about using thermocol in gardening, its benefits, hidden dangers, and the right way to use it without harming your plants or the environment. Hello everyone, welcome back to HalfTuber81. If you love gardening hacks, terrace gardening and plant care tips, this video is just for you. Today's topic is something very common but also very misunderstood: thermocol in gardening. Let's break it down step by step so you can decide whether to use it or avoid it. Before we understand how to use it, let's first know what exactly is thermocol. Thermocol is a lightweight white material that you often see in packaging boxes, especially when you buy electronics or fragile items. Scientifically, it is called expanded polystyrene or EPS. It is made from plastic and contains a lot of tiny air pockets, which is why it is extremely light and slightly spongy. This structure also makes it a good insulator, meaning it can resist heat and moisture to some extent. Now, here's the important part: thermocol does not decompose naturally, it stays in the environment for years, which is why it's considered non biodegradable. In gardening, thermocol is not used as a nutrient source like compost or soil. Instead, it is used mainly for its physical properties like reducing weight, improving drainage, and creating airspace in pots. But just because it is useful doesn't mean it is always safe or ideal. That's exactly what we will explore next. So, now the big question: if thermocol is not natural and doesn't even decompose, then why do so many gardeners still use it? The answer lies in its practical benefits. Let's break it down. Number 1. Improves drainage. One of the biggest problems in gardening is overwatering. When excess water stays in the soil, roots can start rotting. Thermocol helps solve this problem. When you place it at the bottom of a pot, it creates empty space where extra water can collect and drain out easily. This reduces the chances of root rot and keeps your plants healthier, especially for indoor plants and succulents. Second, makes pots lightweight. If you are into terrace or balcony gardening, you already know how heavy pots can become once filled with soil. Thermocol is extremely light because of the air inside it. By adding a layer at the bottom, you reduce the amount of soil needed, making the pot much lighter and easier to move. This is especially useful for large containers and rooftop gardens where weight matters. Third benefit of thermocol is it improves aeration, airflow in soil. Healthy roots need oxygen to grow properly. When small pieces of thermocol are mixed in limited quantity, they create tiny air pockets in the soil. These pockets allow better airflow, helping roots breathe and grow stronger. But remember, this works only when used in small amounts. Fourth, reuse of waste material. Another reason people use thermocol is simple: it's easily available waste. Instead of throwing it away, many gardeners reuse it in pots. This not only saves money but also reduces waste going into landfills. However, reuse should always be done responsibly. So, overall, thermocol is used mainly for drainage, weight reduction, aeration, and recycling purposes. But is it completely safe, or are there hidden problems? Let's look at the pros and cons next. Let's have a look at pros of using thermocol. So now let's talk about the advantages. Why thermocol is still popular among many gardeners despite its limitations. Number 1, makes pots lightweight. One of the biggest benefit is weight reduction. Thermocol is filled with air which makes it extremely light. When you place it at the bottom of pots, you reduce the amount of soil needed. This makes your pots much easier to lift, move and rearrange, especially helpful for terrace gardening gardens and balconies where managing weight is very important. Second, helps prevent waterlogging. Overwatering is one of the most common reasons plants die. Thermocol creates a gap at the bottom of the pot, allowing excess water to drain out easily. This helps prevent waterlogging and reduces the risk of root rot. It's especially useful during monsoon or for plants that don't like too much moisture. Third, improves drainage efficiency. Unlike compact soil, thermocol does not absorb water, so when water flows through the pot, it moves faster and doesn't stay trapped. This improves overall drainage and keeps the soil from becoming too soggy. Fourth, cost effective and easily available. Thermocol is usually available for free from packaging materials. Instead of buying expensive materials, you can simply reuse what you already have at home, making it a budget friendly gardening hack. Fifth, reuse and waste reduction. In a small way, using thermocol in pots helps in recycling waste material. Instead of throwing it directly into the environment, you are giving it a second use, at least for some time. Sixth, easy to use. Another advantage is simplicity. You don't need any special skill or tools. Just break it into pieces and place it at the bottom of the pot. It's that easy. So, yes, thermocol does offer some practical benefits, but every advantage comes with a downside, and in this case, some of the disadvantages are quite important to understand. Now, let's talk about the other side of the story, the disadvantages. And honestly, this is the part most people ignore, but it's very important. Number 1, non-biodegradable material. The biggest drawback of thermocol is that it does not decompose naturally. Once you add it to your pots or soil, it can stay there for years without breaking down. This means it can eventually become a long-term pollutant in your garden. Second, environmental pollution risk. Thermocol is very light and fragile. Over time, it breaks into tiny particles. These small pieces can easily spread through wind or water and mix with the soil and surroundings, contributing to environmental pollution. In simple words, what looks like a small gardening hack can turn into a bigger environmental issue. Third, no nutritional value for plants. Unlike compost, coco peat or organic matter, thermocol provides zero nutrients to your plants. It doesn't improve soil fertility or help plant growth directly. So relying on it too much can reduce the overall quality of your soil mix. Last but very important, not ideal for organic gardening. If you are following organic or eco-friendly gardening practices, thermocol is not a good choice. It goes against the idea of using natural, sustainable materials in your garden. So, while thermocol may look like a quick and easy solution, it comes with long term consequences that every gardener should be aware of. So, Should you use thermocol? Yes, but only in limited quantity and only at the bottom of pots. Avoid using it in large amount or mixing it heavily in soil. Remember, it's a temporary hack, not a long-term solution. Good gardening is not just about growing plants, but also protecting nature. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to HubTuber81. See you in the next video. Till then, go green, grow green, happy gardening.